for you.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And this is Ronaldinho. Spread out to the left. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Not the most convincing of passes. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is a little undercooked. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in plenty of space here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Now there's a fine ball.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Mohamed Salah, looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. That looks a good ball through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. That's a sharp pass.
Mohamed Salah really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And this is Inzaghi. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. 30 minutes gone. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Pelé. He's shifting and he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. No, it's come to nothing. Threads one in. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first moment, he's tried one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's been won straight back, looking to go deep. Mignon claims it without any fuss. Beckham is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Reinders.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That pass has been well intercepted. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones del personal del estadio.
And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Robson. Ronaldinho. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
He's found a way through. Oh, nice touch. It's run loose here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's a little off target. And it's Bojan. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he was quick to react. And that has left him in a heap. Aimed beyond the defence. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, played right into his path. An uncompromising challenge. Beckham is always looking to break lines. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And that's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Hernandez, played out to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, this looks sharp. Played out wide. He's picked his way through. And the cross comes in. Decent! Inzaghi finds himself offside.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out of play for a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, great run, magical! Out towards the flank. Marquinhos. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. pinches it off him. Nice looking ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Iniesta, and he's been shifted off it. And it's Beckham. Knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Iniesta defending his corner stubbornly. Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious... Goes for goal! So close to drawing level.
And that's really unlucky, because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Colwill, Van Dijk. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Inzaghi. Short changes him with that pass. Bebeto. Can he get it through? And this is Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Rivaldo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And the pass is intercepted. Maignan. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Filippo Inzaghi voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's through, now is he in? And Puskás! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Threads one in.
that's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Bojan Kirkic just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Just eases him off the ball. De la Cruz. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
No, that's been intercepted. Can he finish? Puskás. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Puskás! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Puskás actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
There's the header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot.
Birmingham really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Mateus. Here's Rivaldo. Not the most accurate pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Spread it left. Puskás. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Nicely spread. Now here's the delivery. And that is expertly dealt with. Beckham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Xavi Alonso.
And it's Inzaghi. And no, that was never going to make it. Puskás. Showing great feet there. Punched away. Beckham. He might be in here. Inzaghi. He's free, he has got space. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Rijkaard. Rivaldo knocks it into space. Rivaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Marquinhos. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Mateus. Van Nistelrooy. Shot a goal! Oh, it's hit the post! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Van Dijk.
Xavi Alonso.
And it's Bojan. Bojan Krkić going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's De Bruyne. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
For De Bruyne. De La Cruz. Now Colwill. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's on it, can he get a... Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And this is Beckham. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's been shifted off it. Inzaghi! Oh, off the bar! Danger averted for now. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Van Nistelrooy.
That was lovely, that.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim, it is not looking great at all.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Puskás ready to try one. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Puskás! It's their second corner of the game.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shifted it to the flank. Beckham hurtling down that right flank. De Bruyne. And this is De Bruyne. Barcelona are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Hernandez. Bojan is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
De la Cruz. Out to the right. He's got away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and we'll see.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, what has happened here? In he goes again! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And this is Xavi Alonso. Elects to cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Great ball if he can get there. And the through ball. Oh, important interception. And a chance! He's scored! Do not write them off. Back they come. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Birmingham really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
5 minutes left on the clock. Puskás, good strong midfield running here. And he was quick to react.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, super ball! Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Hernandez played into space out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all